get ready with me. I have not been able to post get ready with me in a while, and that is simply because my phone is not letting me record, and then yesterday it did not let me post once I recorded. So that's just how that's been. So I'm fixing on my mom's phone today so I can be able to get some type of content in before school tomorrow, and also before my birthday. So it's just been a lot. I need to figure out how I can be able to clear up some storage for my birthday so I can be able to take a bunch of pictures and everything like that. I just don't know how I'm gonna do that, because like we genuinely bought so much storage and it still just doesn't, there's not enough. So I don't know. But we're gonna get ready because my grandparents are coming over today, and I gotta take my grandfather to Metro to go and get a new phone. Basically, for like the past like year, his phone has been hacked into, and it's just gotten progressively worse. So he's finally agreed to go and get a new phone. So hopefully he can just upgrade, because he says he doesn't want an Apple one. So I'm hoping they just let him upgrade and not anything more than that, because that's not what he wants. So we'll see. So I figured I'll give you guys an update on my whole birthday. So essentially, we were gonna go to Disney for my birthday. That was gonna be the plan. Woohoo, yee-hee. Well, I got the concussion, which was not intentional. And that really just wrecked the plan. Also, you guys are like being held up on a mirror, so I'm really looking behind y'all. So that really wrecked some plans. And basically no more Disney, because I can't ride any rides or anything of that sort because of my concussion. So that's not fun. That did upset me, but it's what had to be done. So I'm hoping maybe for Christmas Disney. We went to Disney all my life, like literally like multiple times a year, and we've never been to Disney on Christmas, like on Christmas, during Christmas time, which I really do find really crazy, because I feel like we should have at this point, but we apparently have never. So no more Disney. Now my mom still wanted to obviously do something, so did I. So her first offer that she had was, let's go to the Keys. And I basically had an option between two different things. If I wanted to go to the Keys, or if I wanted to go to Georgia to go to the Coca-Cola factory and the aquarium. The Georgia aquarium has always been something that like my entire family, well, me, my mom, and my grandparents have wanted to go to all together and see all together. So originally I was like, well, obviously, yeah, I won't be able to go back and see all that. I know they're not gonna be able to make this trip, but I'm also on top of it though. Like my grandparents, like my grandma can't walk that much, like that far and stuff like that. So we gotta see if it's even walkable for her. Else that would just be like a total waste of money. So with that being said, we're like, okay. Me personally, I would love to go to the Keys, but like not for my birthday, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know. I know the Keys is like a lot of water, a lot of beach kind of type thing. And I feel like where we live, there's beaches surrounding us everywhere that like, I just don't want to do that for my birthday. So I was like, no. And so the next day, she presented me with a new offer. This offer I took. Basically, we compromised. Honestly, I'm glad I went with this offer, because it's such a better offer in a way, for my part, than any of the other offers, from my view. Basically, the whole thing is I had the option to stay, like at home on the 31st, which is my birthday, because I'm not going to school on my birthday. Never once in my life have I ever went to school on my birthday, and it ain't about to start now. So I'm not going to school for my birthday. I will be there the day before though, so that's when I'll basically just tell people it's my birthday, which a lot of them already know. So, and then yeah, from there on, the next day is gonna be the 31st, which is my birthday. And my mom had originally said, like, okay, well, do you want to stay in Florida, you know, like in our house for my birthday and pass out candy? The next day we'll do what our plan is, which I'm gonna tell you guys in a sec. So, and I was like, why is it so red back here and so red right here? And I was like, I don't really know. But then I sat there and I thought, and I said, yeah, I do, because my grandmother, she's getting up there in the ages, but on top of that, she wanted to be able to see me for my birthday this year, and like sing happy birthday and do all that. So I figured, you know what, I'll stay here for my actual birthday on the 31st, just so she can be able to see me and everything like that. My cake that I really want, for some reason, okay, it's between two options. My mom's gonna hit up one of her friends to see which one like she can actually be able to do. The one's the album cover. It's just like Adriana 103111. It has like the play button in the middle. I want that so bad because I'm very music. I'm music forward, I'm music everything. The other thing, if they can't do that, then do the season 14 episode 1. I love that. I love that full-heartedly. So, you gotta see which one she can do. So, then that night, once I'm done passing out candy, my grandparents are gonna be staying the night because we're leaving. So basically I'm spending it all day at my house, all the way up until kids stop coming to the door, basically. Because these kids don't come that late to people's houses, but like at the same time they do. So whenever we don't get maybe like 1 or 2 left, that's when we'll basically go. So from here, this is how I'm gonna say the plan, because we have to talk to like our people, but our people though always tell us just come whenever, don't even tell us, just, you know, show up, whatever. Well, we're telling them because I don't know, I feel bad not telling them. You know, it's their words, not mine. So we're gonna head up to Georgia, okay, which is an 8-hour drive. We're gonna stay there in a hotel for 2 nights, or 2 days. The first day is gonna be the aquarium or Coca-Cola factory, and then the next day is gonna be the aquarium. Then after those 2 days, we are going to head up to South Carolina. My mom has lived in North Carolina before. I personally have never been to either Carolina, and one of my family members lives in South Carolina. So we're gonna go there and hopefully stay with them and do something with them, and then also just tour around, basically. Go seek out South Carolina and go see how everything is there. And then after 2 to 3 days up there, we're heading back down to Florida. Now, here's where the plan is a little iffy. That's basically our plan, and that's like the set plan. We just don't know if we're gonna do South Carolina, depending on like how their days were. South Carolina, down to Georgia, down to Florida, or if we're gonna do Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. So, all depends. But that stuff is all set. Like, that's what I'm doing for my birthday. I personally like that idea. Obviously, Disney would have been fantastic. But with my concussion, we just couldn't. So I feel like this is actually a good thing, because I always am talking about wanting to travel somewhere. So, yeah. But, so basically, I'm not going to be back home until like Wednesday. Possibly Thursday, depending on weather. But Wednesday is the plan. So, we're leaving Friday, not coming back till Wednesday. Basically, we're going on a road trip. Like, that's just what we're calling it, like the road trip. Which, the only state I've ever been to besides Florida is Georgia. And even then, we were like in like the doom center of Georgia. I mean, everything was just so like down and depressing. It wasn't even funny. It was also it was 12 degrees, but it felt like it was like 9 degrees. So, but this will be like kind of like my first experience in Georgia in general, because like I said before, we were literally in the downest of areas, saddest of looking areas. So also South Carolina, where they live, they're like at like the tippity tip, I guess, apparently. So I think they have like mountains there or something. I don't know, that's like what my family's telling me, so I go along with it until I see proof. So the whole thing is honestly just gonna be amazing. So let's sit down, Tatiana. I low-key don't even know what phone my grandfather is gonna be getting. Like, I absolutely don't. And I know he's asked me. He's been like, what phone am I gonna get? And I'm like, I don't know. Well, what do you mean you don't know? Sir, I don't know. Because I now have an iPhone. I have the Pro Max, and now they came up with the 17. Which, luckily, mine doesn't seem old yet, you know? Like, I feel like at some point, like, if you have, like, the 13, you're like, oh, wow, my phone sounds, like, really old now. Or if you have, like, the 12, oh, yeah, my phone is old. Even, like, the 14 or 15, like, it just doesn't sound, at least mine sounds new, thank God. And it doesn't sound like it's, like, been, like, a million years old. Like, I literally have the Pro Max of the iPhone, so it's, like, the best iPhone you can get through the 16s. Besides, obviously, if you go to 17. But I am not switching to a different iPhone until my iPhone, or until they sell an iPhone that I like. I'm just putting it out there. Or, like, before, like, my iPhone just, like, totally breaks, which, knock on wood, it never happens. But, like, I'm just saying, though, like, until they sell one that I'm just like, oh my gosh, yes. Also, in a color that I like. I would love to have a green iPhone. Dark green, light green, whatever kind of green y'all want. I would love one of those. Just not like one of those like camo greens. I don't know. So, the like point is though, it's just like, what is going on with the designs, Apple? Honestly, my only answer is I don't even know. I just know that Apple sits there and goes, you know what? What's the ugliest shape of phone I can have? And then they sit there and go, oh, this one right here. And they go, yep, that's the one. Let's make it. I wonder how much of a thought process they really put into it. Because they know how they have to, like, program it, fix everything like that. But then, like, it's just, like, the design of it. I don't know. But the more recent design, listen, if you have that design, good for you. It was an expensive phone. Congratulations. Whatever you want to say. But the shape is just personally not it for me. I don't personally think it'll ever be a shape for me, but also the color. Also, I'm eating chocolate covered almonds, and look how small here these two almonds are. You think that this almond is small? Look at this one. That's just pure chocolate. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna highlight it. Patrick Top, I got a problem with you. The highlighter is pretty and all, but the cream part of the highlighter doesn't work. No, my brush just got jammed in it. No. Even though I literally just got a huge scoop. Patrick Top. Even your powder isn't even powder, bro. It's literally a cream powder. Like, moving on, lip liner, and we are therefore done after that. Let's see, what lip liner do I want to put? I'm gonna go with the Rebel Kind from Line Loud from NYX Professional. There you go. Also, I wrote a poem, or I didn't write a poem, I wrote like a bunch of different things. I think I might actually end up sharing them. Not in this video though. Yeah, you know what I learned? I have this lip, has this thing right here, and it makes it like a lot bigger on this side. It's actually like genuinely so aggravating. Okay, there's the outline of the lips. I'm gonna kind of blend it only because it doesn't really blend once it's on. Okay, so with like so much force, it finally does blend. But I am gonna bring a lip liner with me, and I think the lip liner I'm gonna bring is in a different shade, which is called Lime Loud. Once again, but it's in shade Total Baller. Alright, and then for what I'm gonna put on my lip is Coco Kind's Ceramide in the shade BU. I didn't make that shade. We're gonna go with Super Fridays. There we go. You can tell this is the one that I use the most. The iced coffee one. It's great. Anyway, you guys, that's it. Hope you guys have a good day, and bye.